and welcome to Dabbling in Journals. And today I am going to be slimlining my journal because I have had a few low days and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, and I'm wondering whether some of this bulk is part of what's overwhelming me, and whether I also need to rethink some of my use of inserts. So let's get started. I'm going to do that, and then I'll go on and do some decorating of my vertical insert and finish up with my focus of the week. But first I want to sort this guy out because he's just getting too chunky even for me. And even though I love having all these inserts in here, it is just a little bit much to carry about. So what can I do? Well, the first thing I thought of was streamlining here, because look, I've broke my pocket again. Do you know, I'd really like one of those bone cushion. Truly Yours. I've been watching some videos recently of people who have received their Truly Yours. Bone Cushion is a shop in the US that has joined company with Superior Labour, and they actually sew on things like pockets onto your traveller's notebook for you, and then you won't have this problem. But that is just a pipe dream because it's really expensive, and the shipping and taxes, etc, etc. I should just have to save up forever. One thing I thought I could do is take this out because I don't need to have that in there, even though I love it. I do want to keep my writing board. I do want to keep my little origami bin for when I'm out and about, and my blotting paper. And do I need these? They're very thin, and they're just like little pockets that you can put in your journal, little see-through ones for cards and things. I'll keep those, I think. And I need to order some more pockets so I can fix that pocket. Now, the next thing I thought I could move out is my dashboard. Now, I do really, really love this dashboard, but I thought that I could pop it into my sketchbook, and I have recently moved my sketchbook back into my Olive because I thought it would be really nice to carry these two together. Then I'd have my sketchbook and a little journal so that I could do sketching or journaling rather than carrying these two, which is obviously a lot bulkier. So I did think this is going to look really nice, isn't it, with my Olive? And so, I mean, look at that. How perfect is that? With the greens and the oranges that go with that writing board. And I've also got this card Emily sent to me, which is very sort of inspiring in terms of artwork. So I think my sketchbook is a good place to keep it. So I thought, oh, I just pop that one in here because this notebook isn't quite so stuffed, so it can handle having that in there. And then maybe, shall I change out? Would that be nicer in here than that one? I might change those two out. Oh, that's not even got anything in it. So I'll pop that one in here. I think those look nice together, although it's a slightly different green. I really love the grungy coffee image on that one. So that's still fine. In here at the moment, I have my just plain insert with my sketches, my accordion insert that I'm still trying to decide how I'm going to use. I mean, if I'm going out and about and I just want to take this, I can move it into my other traveller's notebook. But what I'd really like to do is images that run across the folds, because that seems to be the best way to use an accordion insert. And then I've got my sketchbook that's been going for so many years, I've lost count. So I really need to finish that and start a new one. I start things and then I don't finish them. It's such a shame. But I get overwhelmed because I have too many. And the other thing I thought could come out of here is this weekly one. So I thought if I take this one out, and what I've been noticing is that the way that I use this overlaps with the way that I use my Hobonichi, and I don't need to be doing the same thing twice. That's just silly. So I have decided that this one is going to go in my tarot journal, which is now in my Camel Traveller's Notebook, which I absolutely love this one. And the reason that I swapped these two round was that I was worried about getting this one dirty using it as a sketchbook because I really love the Camel. It's my favourite. So what I thought I would do is in my Camel, I've got my focus of the week, which I'm keeping, and when that insert's full, I'll put in another one because I tend to keep up with that. Even if I don't do it every week, I still do it quite a few weeks. And then I've got this one, which I intended to use as my daily tarot journal, and I've never even started it because I wasn't quite sure how to go about it. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. So I'm going to take that one out because it's not even been used, so it can go back in my stash. Oops, got a paper clip giving me a bit of a challenge here. Now, oh, that was okay. So I'm going to take that one out and I'm going to put this one in here, and I'm going to start using this one for my daily tarot. And I've already got all the dates in, and even if I miss a date, it doesn't matter because I can just decorate the page however I want to. I managed to fit in this enormous sticker that I got from London Gifties, and then I added all these lovely washi, London Gifties washi that Emily gifted to me, as well as this London Gifties washi with the giant beans. It's a bit autumnal because she's holding a pumpkin and wearing wellies, and I didn't think about that. It's actually April, but then the weather here at the moment still requires wellies when I'm walking my dogs. I still need my wellies because it doesn't stop raining. So I'm going to decorate in there in a moment, but I thought I would move that one into here instead of just carrying an empty one that I hadn't even started, and see whether or not this makes a good daily tarot pull journal. So I'm changing the purpose of it. So there we go. That's my tarot one. This one I'll share with you soon because I need to set up for May, but I'll do that in a separate video. So this one now, that feels to me, it's still stuffed, but it feels more manageable. I haven't got quite as much overhang. I can hold it more comfortably in my hand. And I still have in here my calendar and my main journal, which I want to use more. I want to try and make more use of just my memory keeping journal, which is my favourite thing to do, and which always seems to sit on the back burner for some reason. So I'm going to focus more on that. So that's all my sorting out done. Yay. And I think I need a new elastic. I think this one has been so stretched it's losing its elastic. So I'm going to put that one to one side, and I'm going to go back to this one, and we're going to decorate the pages in my vertical insert. So that was the one I did last week, and I'm going to do this week and the next week, I think, and then I'll do my focus of the week. So if you're interested in that, do keep on watching. I sounded like snippets and scraps then. I will watch her videos, start sounding like her. Right. I am going to start with this washi, which is a new one to me that Emily gifted to me, which was very generous of her. Thank you so much, Emily. And I love it. I absolutely love this one. And I need to put in my journal where it came from because I kept the sticker that was on it because I love it. I can't remember now where it came from. So I'm going to add some of that washi, and I'm going to put a bit more up here. Because when they're new, I feel like I can use loads and loads because I've got a big roll. and now I want to do a little collage, I think. So let's get some paper. What would look nice? I'm going to use my hairy one. I think that hairy one would look nice with that. So I'm just going to take a little piece of my hairy paper. Oh, look at that. I cut that out perfectly by complete fluke. The other problem I'm having at the moment is my shoulder. I've hurt my shoulder and it's really getting me down. So I've ordered a sling to immobilize my shoulder and see if that helps. And if not, I'll have to try a physio, I think. I tried to call the doctors last week, but they were having a training day or something. It's like the one time I call the doctors, they're not available. But never mind. And it's just getting me down because I can't use my easel because I can't lift my arm up without it hurting, and I'm worried that that's making it worse. And I'm chuntering on, feeling sorry for myself. I think that colour, what do you think? Does that colour look nice? Or maybe that one? I think maybe that one. So I'm going to take one of those little tickets. And I'm going to pop that. Oh, it says a beautiful day begins with a beautiful night. That's really nice. So I'm going to stick that there. And now that one goes. So I'm going to add a little bit of that washi. I thought I might use a bit of this. This is a really nice one too. It's really pretty. My partner bought this for me as a surprise. I was very impressed. On my way home, it says. I don't know though. I might put that there. I don't like it there. Or I might put it up there. I think up there. And after trying out my origami bin on my desk, which I found really useful, I now use a little wooden bowl because I keep my origami bin in my notebook. I use a little bowl to put all the little bits in on my desk, and it's much easier when I'm clearing up later. And shall we put some of this one down here? I really like it. I just didn't like it here. And I want a focal sticker, so it's going to be a girl, isn't it? It's just going to have to be a girl. Let me think, what one shall I use? If I go in here, I sorted out my folder the other day and I used some envelopes from Sticky Club to keep all the bits and pieces in, and I put another envelope in here which was also from Sticky Club, and that's got all my scraps of paper, so this feels a bit more organized now. And let's see if I've got a girl sticker in here that would look nice. I've got so many little bits of pet tape in here. Right. Like that as well. Ooh, what about just that flower instead of a girl? I might do that because I think that looks really nice, that colour. There we go. And I got these stickers this week from Sticky Club, and I think they look nice too. I want to save some of them because look, that one's got a little witch on, and there's a cauldron and some bottles. So what I thought I would do is I would put those in my sticker saver book, which I've made. And I really love having a journal that is being used as a storage. So this has got all my sticker release books in it, and yeah, I really love it. So what I'm thinking is whether or not there's any other things that I could do with Travellers notebooks that I'm using them as storage. Like I could do the same thing with like using a Travellers notebook to hold bigger sheets, couldn't I? Although all my notebooks are currently in use. But if I decide I want to slim down the number of notebooks I'm using, then they could become a storage notebook, and then that would feel like they were being used for a better purpose. So I just think those would be a really nice little Halloween selection. So I wanted to save those in my little book, because I often see stickers and I think that'll be good for that, and then I never remember where I've put them. So I think it would be really cool to, as I see ones that I think I would like to use in the future, to just put them in my little sticker saver book. Oh, I really am chuntering today. So I just wanted to add a couple of these because I think they're really pretty. Look at that one with a fairy on it. That makes me think of Emily because she likes fairies. Put that one there. Actually, that ties that in better because that actually goes better with that sticker than it does these. You see, my eyes must be wonky or something because I can't always see what's going to look nice. And look at that. I like that notebook one with the feather. So let's put that one there. Shall we call that done? I think that looks really pretty. I'm happy with that. And let's move on and have a look at the next page. And that takes me right up to today. And so from next week, I'm going to start using it to record a daily tarot pull, which will hopefully remind me to do my daily tarot pull, because that often improves my mood. In fact, I ought to keep a deck of cards by my bed, because if I pulled a card and then started thinking about how that was going to motivate me or inspire me that day, it might help me with getting up, because I find getting up, because of my PTSD and depression, etc., getting up is one of the hardest things for me to do during, you know, at the beginning of the day, and I have to. Can't just stay in bed. Well, sometimes I do just stay in bed, but I really try not to. So I've got this new washi which I purchased from mysopaper.co, I think, and I think it goes really nice with that one. So, and these are my favourite colours. I mean, I just like, if I'm trying to cheer myself up today, using my favourite colours is a really good idea, don't you think? So, look at that. So already, because I'm chatting to you, even though I'm chuntering away about nothing interesting, I am already feeling a little bit better. So it does help. Oh, that's upside down. Not that it matters, because it's kind of random anyway. And yay, it's wonky. How can I do a spread and not have something go on wonky? There we go. And now I'm going to use the new one. Exciting. Yeah, I think it's because I get excited by washi tape and stickers, and then that makes me laugh because it's silly. No, it's not silly, is it? We can enjoy whatever we like, and I'm having fun. So I'm not going to call myself silly, or any of you who like doing this too. That would be rude. Oh my goodness. Right, I've added my washi and I haven't thought forward any further than that. So before I start my collage, let me start by picking out my same kind of focal point. Really like that, but I don't think it goes. Have I got anything burnt orange in all of this stuff? You'd think. And I don't, but that little girl looks quite nice with it. She's not burnt orange, but at least she's brown. So let's start with her as our focal point. Completely lost my scissors. Ah, they're under there. Now I'm sure that I have some orangey coloured paper or brownie coloured paper that I can use. I mean, there's a bit of my orange paper. Use a little bit of that, but it's got red on it. Does that matter? No. And I'm going to grab my circle punch and I'm going to cut circles out of this paper. And this paper, something that I bought was wrapped in it, and I just thought, oh, what gorgeous paper, I'm saving that. So that's one. Oh, it didn't quite cut properly, but it doesn't matter. Right, so I've got this great big piece of paper and cut two tiny little circles. It's like making your own ephemera, isn't it? And then I'm going to cut a circle out of this. Thought it might make a change from just ripping it, which is what I normally do. That is not a very perfect circle. There we go. So I've got my three little circles and my girl. Yeah, I like how that looks. So I've just glued those on. And these little punches are really handy. This is, what size is it? Oh, I think it's a 1-inch circle. And as well as using it to cut out circles that you can put in your notebook, if you're making a pocket for a notebook, you can use this to just cut a little finger groove, which is handy. So I do like having a 1-inch circle punch. And I was gifted it. I wouldn't have thought of buying it, but I really like it. And there's my little girl. And what else shall we pop on here? I've got these really lovely stickers from Sticky Club, which I kind of want to hoard because I really, really like them. I might put these in my little sticker book actually, but I'm going to use one because they've got a nice orangey colour on them, haven't they? So let's pop one. Now, do I want it here or here? I'm going to go for down here. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I'm going to put those, I'm going to leave those out to put those in my sticker book. And then there's these, which I've just used, but I do like them. And it feels like they kind of go. Look at that little badger up there. I think I'm going to have a go at drawing animals. I don't know how to draw animals, but they're cute, aren't they? So I'm going to put that one there, and then I kind of want to hoard that one. Oh, what about this one with a little parcel down here? And then I saw these, which are really nice, although that's red. And they're a bit, they would have fitted there, wouldn't they? And they would have fitted there, but I've used those spaces up now. So never mind. Oh, we've got this one. This is really nice. That one. See all that? That's nice, isn't it? With the orange. I think that's going to be added. Where do I want the orange? Where's it going to show up best? Do it like that. And I'm thinking a bit of this one. Which way around does it go? These are really nice. I'm going to have a look out for that one. I really like this one. But I'm on a low spend. Maybe that's why I'm feeling miserable. No, it's not really. I am more than happy to be on a low spend because I've had lots of lovely things lately. Well, they go really nice together. I think I might put that on the same page that I stick those. Am I going to remember? So that page is now decorated and I really like it, and I completely forgot that I need space for Saturday and Sunday, but never mind. I will possibly just leave it there, and I will start using this as my tarot draw notebook as from next week, and I will continue to decorate it. And yeah, I'm really happy with that idea because it doesn't feel like, I don't like feeling like I'm using the inserts in a way that are overlapping. So if I end up writing the same thing in more than one insert, I don't need them both for that purpose. And so it's really nice to think of a new purpose for this one. And yeah, really cool. Really happy with that. Oh, and now I want to do my focus of the week. Just to finish off, my desk is, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't because my camera is only kind of showing that bit. My desk is an absolute nightmare. I need to tidy it all up. Right, so for my focus of the week, the card that I got last was called New Horizons, and let me pop it on the desk so you can have a look at it. I did this little collage to go with it, and I really like this. Actually, that's really similar to what I've just done, isn't it? With the same washi tape and the same paper and these gorgeous little coffee rub-on stickers. Yeah, I really loved that collage. That was my favourite for a while. And the card I picked, as I said, was New Horizons. So I'll just zoom in for that. And I thought, what on earth am I going to do to focus on New Horizons this week? And I was thinking, well, New Horizons, that's the name of a spacecraft which was launched to explore Pluto up close. Don't really want to focus on that. New Horizons is also the name of an Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch game, which I don't play and don't have, so I can't focus on that. Lots of people really like Animal Crossing, don't they? But I've never tried it, so I don't really know what it is. And then I thought, well, the most common use of this phrase, New Horizons, is used to refer to a fresh start in life. A new job or travelling, a new relationship, something like that. Well, I don't envisage any major changes in my life. But of course, one never knows. But I'm hoping that I won't be embarking on any new relationships because I'm happy in the one I have, and I don't want to get a new job. Travelling, yeah, I would like to do that at some point, and I am going to Paris this year, but I'm already sort of focusing on that because I'm planning it. So I thought, what can I do then just to expand my horizons this week? And I decided that I would think about whether or not there was anything in terms of my art supplies where I could expand my new horizons. So I began using gouache, which is a painting medium which I am unfamiliar with. And much to my surprise, I'm really enjoying learning to use gouache. It is a challenge, but I love a challenge, and it involves learning, which I also love. So I did a little gouache painting in my memory journal to see whether or not it would work on this lightweight paper, and it so does. I mean, it doesn't go through. Obviously it crinkles a little bit because of the water, but I think I used a bit too much water. And for my first go, I was pleased with how that came out. So I will possibly be using gouache again in my journal. But I also started a little gouache sketchbook because of picking this card. So it's amazing, isn't it, how just picking a card can inspire you to do who knows what, you never know. So I've got this little sketchbook, and this is mixed media paper by Strathmore. It's the toned tan mixed media paper. They do a sketch one, but that's much thinner. This is more like cardboard. So I thought this would be good. I was a little bit disappointed. I bought these from Colt Pens, and in the picture they were portrait opening that way, and the ones they sent me are landscape, which open this way, and I'm not so keen on landscape. And I did email them to point out they need to change their photograph, but they haven't. So, and they didn't reply, so I'm a bit surprised because I always think of Colt Pens as being really good in terms of customer service, but not on this occasion. And I started off with painting a lemon, and I thought, wow, that's okay. Quite pleased with how that came out. But I thought it's not, obviously I want to progress. So I watched a tutorial on YouTube by, I'll put her name in the video because I can't remember. It's a French lady, and she does really good gouache tutorials. So I followed that tutorial with the lemons, and I followed this tutorial of some toadstools, and I really liked the fact that I'm starting to learn to do backgrounds now. Obviously there's a lot of learning left to do, but I don't often do. I tend to just draw a thing like floating in the middle of the page. But by following these tutorials, I started thinking about backgrounds and light, and I really enjoyed that. And then I did another of her tutorials, and you had to paint an apple, which I did, and then you watched the next tutorial where she talked about how to paint apples with gouache so that you could evaluate your first attempt. And so I did another apple, and this time it was a bit looser, a bit more painterly, because I have this tendency to want it to look exactly like the apple looks when I'm painting, but I would like to develop a more painterly style where you can see brush strokes and not everything is blended and so on. And I can see lots to improve, but I was happy with that as my first attempt. So thank you very much, little oracle card. This deck is one by Anna Turian, which I really love. And I would pick another one from here, but I noticed, because I joined Instagram again, that another one of my favourite tarot artists, who goes by the name Stone Maiden Art, I'll put a link to her Etsy shop in case you're interested in the description, and she did the Hidden Realm Tarot, which is all full of these beautiful fairies or fae in this wonderful watercolour. And I found out she's painted a new tarot deck, which is so exciting because I love her artwork so much. She's painted a new one. Now sadly I have to wait all the way to December, I think, before it hits the UK. Might be available earlier in the US, but I have put that on my wish list for Christmas, hoping that it will be available or on pre-order or whatever by then. And so because I've been thinking about her, I thought I would use this deck this week to pick my tarot card. I hope it doesn't make me start another art journal, because I never finish them, do I? I'm going to finish this one. I'm determined. I'm going to finish this one and improve my gouache painting. So let's pick a card. Okie dokie. Oh, look at him. He is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And he is the 10 of Wands. So I can't remember what the key word is for the 10 of Wands. So I'm going to have to look at my little olive. I've got my little tarot book. And let's have a look and see what the 10 of Wands. Wands are fire, aren't they? Oh, here they are. Wands. Oh, it's persevere. Oh, how funny. So I've got persevere here. So what I need to focus on persevering this week. So that's really cool because one, I want to persevere with this art journal and get lots of practice in. And two, I've got to get through this shoulder pain. So thinking about perseverance and so on might be really helpful for me this week, so I'll let you know how I get on with that. But first I want to decorate my page and look at the colours. Oh, lovely, lovely, gorgeous colours. Looks really nice with that. And he's holding, I don't know what he's holding, I'll have to have a look in the guidebook and see what it says. Ooh, and I love the way his face is painted, and he just looks so gorgeous. I left a comment on her Instagram, this artist. His name is what? I can't remember. I'll put the artist name in the video because I can't remember, but I know she goes by Stone Maiden Art. And I mentioned on her Instagram how amazing I think she is at conveying emotion on faces, which I really, really enjoy. What emotion do you think he's feeling? So there you go, in the comments, what's he holding and what's he feeling? What do you think? So I'm going to go with a similar sort of colour scheme as I did last time because of the colour of the cards, and I love this dark red. So let's see. I've already got this paper out and it just looks beautiful with it. So let's go with ripping a piece of this. Should we go in the bottom corner today? So, oh, should we go there? That piece that I've ripped seems to lend itself to going there, doesn't it? So let's start by sticking that in and then we'll build on it. Some of this washi that I've just used, because I can get, there we go, and a little bit, I think, up here. Oh, I've just found this piece and I think that looks really nice. The berries and that little stamp. Should we cut some of these pieces out and arrange them? And that would be just really simple. And that says timely. What I would like to try and do in my gouache sketchbook is try different styles. I want to try different styles and see what I really like the best, so that I can start thinking about developing my own style, which I would really love to do. I really like that one. Oh, I love figs. Who loves figs? And there's the word faith. I need to have faith that I can do it. I quite like that, just like that, you know. Maybe I should put that faith, that word faith. Have faith that you can succeed. Do I want any more? It says, my heart is with you. Oh, I need that as well. And then those little bits will go in my sticker book. Want it down there? Oh, quite like it that way. I'm trying to decide where I want to put it. Maybe there. There, so that's my little collage, and as always I will take a photograph of my card and I will add that to my page. And all that it remains for me to do is to say thank you so much everybody for watching, and my next video I will be setting up for May in my Hobonichi, and so I hope I will see you very soon. Bye.